Hello, my name is Meg and this is my Historical Tourism in Switzerland blog. Historical tourism is travelling with the intention of exploring the history and heritage of a country, and could be undertaken in many ways, including simply sightseeing historical architecture, visiting local museums with artifacts, arts or literary remains, or even trying authentic recipes in their places of origin. Historical tourism is popular in places like Egypt, however history can be found in any country. According to Hassan and Jubaid 2014, visiting historical and archaeological sites is a popular tourist activity amongst tourists in the world, and that heritage sites are attractive destinations for visits in almost every country. For the reason the importance of heritage tourism is increasing day by day. Historical tourism can be found in many places through countries, including through the buildings and how they were built, such as the St. Peter's Church in Zurich. Switzerland is facing some problems in regards to tourism, with statistics from the worlddata.info 2019 showing that receipts per tourist had decreased from 2015 to 2019, with the number of receipts per tourist in 2015 being $2,164 compared to the $1,799 in 2019. This could be due to a number of reasons. However, numbers in tourists have increased after COVID according to the Federal Statistical Office 2022, with the hotel sector registering 22.4 million overnight stays from the May to October period, which is a 21.9% increase from the previous year. 4 million overnight stays extra, leading to a total of 10.4 million overnight stays. From experience, the cost of food and drinks at resorts and restaurants are higher than in many countries. Therefore, it means they are only attracting the rich, as many people are put off by the prices and choosing to spend their money elsewhere on countries that are less expensive. The exchange rate is one of the reasons for the prices being higher, with the British pound sterling to Swiss franc trading at 1.1085 on Friday, March the 10th, which has decreased by 0.33% since the last trading session. And over the last 4 weeks, the exchange rate has fallen by 0.63%, and over the last 12 months, the price fell by 9.2% according to the Trading Economics 2023. This means that tourists aren't getting as much for their money, making everything more expensive and resulting in Switzerland being a less accommodating country to people who can't afford expensive exchange rates. Climate change is having a huge effect on the Alps, according to the WWF 2022, as they are predicted to be having changes in the rain and snowfall patterns, which would affect when tourists could go out to ski, and are looking at an increase in the frequency of extreme meteorological events such as floods and avalanches. WWF also claimed that higher temperatures will degrade the permafrost layers, causing slope stability, and rockfalls and landslides. This will have a massive effect on tourism. As people visit Switzerland to ski in the Alps, they might decide against it if there is a high danger due to climate change. The excursions I had taken was a trip to the Lindt Chocolate Factory tour and a free walking tour around Zurich. The Lindt Chocolate Factory tour was £13 or 15 Swiss francs, which I think was a good for the price, as we had an audio self-guided tour around, telling us how they cultivated the cocoa, how Rudolf Lindt created the chocolate, and how it used to look like before the 1900s to the modern day. The tour also included chocolate samples. I thoroughly enjoyed the tour and would definitely say it is worth the money. The Lindt Chocolate Tour is a good historical tourist destination for those who enjoy history and gastronomy tourism, as it gives an in-depth look into how Switzerland became the chocolate capital of the world, of Europe. The experience was worth the money, and for a higher price it includes a tour of the chocolate factory. In my opinion, the self-guided tour was worth the money as it gave all the information needed, and we could go at our own pace. Overall, as a tourist and historical destination, I believe the Chocolate Factory tour is a good visit, especially for those looking for a relatively cheap day out. Sorry. As there was no English walking tour on the day, we done a Spanish walking tour around Zurich, seeing the historical buildings was exciting. However, I don't think it was beneficial to me and my research, as I couldn't understand what the guides were saying, which was expected. The guides were lovely and understanding, and they did try to translate into English as much as they could. However, I did leave the tour midway and undertook my own walking tour around the city. This shows where Winston Churchill came to talk about to the government about joining the European Union. Zurich is a good destination for those looking to visit Switzerland for historical tourism, with St. Peter's Church to be viewed, the lake, another clock with an error on the Roman numerals, therefore having 4 I's instead of IV. I think having the free walking tours available for tourists is very beneficial for the tourists, as they can learn about the history and they don't have to pay for anything if they don't want to, and it is only for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Overall, I think Zurich has a rich history that tourists are able to see for free, or for relatively cheap, if they would like to go to the Lindt Chocolate Factory, and it is all very accessible with the Swiss Rail Pass. Thank you for watching my vlog.